No, turn it off. We're gonna get to Transworld and all of our clothes are gonna smell like smoke because of the casino. And whoever we see there, I just hope they don't think something that isn't true. That I have an addiction. I just currently residing in a hotel that has an avid casino with avid participants. Good God. That is pungent. I want the Banshee to go off. She's so sick.
Is this her?
Yeah. See the triggers. So good. Yeah, that's a new item of theirs. It's wonderful. My name's Alex. I just want to introduce myself. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, you're a legend. So.
Oh no, I'm just making monsters like everybody else around here, but
yeah,
we've just been in it a long time.
Yeah, well, you've perfected it. I mean, it's extraordinary work that you do.
We're still figuring it out, but yeah. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I appreciate your work. It's truly, I've actually never seen it in person. This is my first trip to Transworld.
Nice.
So I've just been following the videos and seeing all the magic that you make, and to actually see it in person is extremely special.
It's pretty cool. This is an amazing show.
Yeah.
You know, there's been Make-A-Wish kids that choose this over going
I've heard about that.
Disneyland or something. You know, it's like, wow, that's cool.
I saw a documentary. Do you still deliver, or does Dick Van Dyke still purchase from you guys?
Yeah, we were out there this year. We go out every year and help him set up his stuff.
Yeah.
Super great guy.
I know. I'm watching documentaries on him and learning more about that. And then when I saw that you guys and like you were his go-to for Halloween animatronics, I thought that was so special. So
yeah, well, this is probably 10 or more years ago. He calls up the studio and he goes, and Janine answers the phone.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Hi, this is Dick Van Dyke." And she said, "Oh, that's funny, somebody with the same name as Dick Van Dyke." And she said, as he talked, she realized, no, this is the Dick Van Dyke.
His voice is,
the hairs went up in the back of his neck. And he bought a bunch of stuff. He was buying big, like the electric chair and all that stuff. And so, yeah, we've known him for a while.
Yeah.
We've been doing his house probably for 10 years or something.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a distinctive voice, so
Yes.
yeah, I could only imagine that realization of like, that's him.
Guy.
Yeah. Well, I love your stuff. I'll be looking around. I appreciate you taking the time.
Grab a catalog.
I would love to. Thank you.
Whatever you want. It's a story I'm writing.
Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good to meet you.
Bye-bye.
I like this better than the one yesterday. This one is good.
My name in Russian is elephant.
I had no idea your name in Russian was elephant. No, I had no clue. I want to see Bushman so bad. Oh wait, there's Bush Baby. just does not compare. I know. If I got a robot filmer, you could be in the vlogs now too. Come look at this though. I love that.
You want to try one?
I would love to, yeah.
Which flavor do you want to try?
Probably not cherry, because like I don't do too well with cherry. But maybe like a.
Good news, we don't even have
Don't even have cherry. That's excellent. I like all like the connections going on there. It's actually not bad. It's pretty good.
Not bad, right?
I like it. Yeah.
So did you do like an Instagram or
YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your
Handle.
Yeah. Handle.
Yeah. It's Infla.
Okay.
And then the back, it's an acronym. So that kind of stuff.
All right. That's
But
cool.
yeah. No, this is my first time actually to Transworld. I've always wanted to go, but this
Where are you
year,
from? North Carolina?
right outside of Charlotte, so
Okay.
Brevard, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever been down there, but
I've been to Charlotte once.
okay.
I went
yeah.
to Carowinds.
Yeah. Have you been to Scarowinds when they do the? Okay.
Well, they do our product there. That's why I was there.
Oh, really?
So I was there at Scarowinds supporting them with the product.
Nice. It tastes really good. What is your like? Do you have top recommended flavors or?
Blue raspberry is always our number one.
Okay. All right. I like this. I think that's pretty good. I don't know. You would definitely not wear that, like, ever. You would wear that inside of Transworld and not anywhere outside the confines of Transworld. Who needs Pottery Barn when you got this? You see the fan? Look at the fan. It's so calming in here. It's like you've got your own Ballard design inside of Transworld. The only trace of Home Depot in this entire building is that rotten corpse. I really wish they would come to Transworld. Home Depot needs to be here. They're here in spirit. This one is so loud. It's like a cymbal. Do you ever sell these as like a set or are they individually?
I'd make a deal on a set.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a card or?
Yes, right there on the corner. Our card and our little brochure. The pots and pans are brand new for this year, so they're not listed in there, but they will be on the website in about a week. I think we'll have
Fantastic.
We already have them on Instagram, pictures and stuff on there,
Okay.
but we'll have them up. And if you wanted a whole set, Let me think. How many pieces would you want? 3?
3 seems like a nice number. I would probably put them all together. Yeah,
Okay,
so
in one scene.
they kind of have them alternate, something like that.
I would set that up with a little controller that would have the 3 relays.
Okay.
It'd be 3, and it'd make them all do all the different stuff in different patterns.
Yeah.
And so we'd probably use a Pickaboo Plus that has 4, so we could turn on and off a strobe light or a light on the scene at the timer. And those little Pickaboo Pluses are 150. I think I can get away with doing this for like $9.50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
And I hadn't thought about making a whole set price yet, so you're the first one to get a special deal if you want it.
I appreciate it. Thank you so
much. I might be
much.
underselling myself, but
no. These are fantastic.
Thank you.
I love, like, I'm not really into the whole gore, so I love the creative props like this. You could do like a whole like plague doctor, you know, alchemist, something like that, and then have no idea, and then they just pop up like that. So.
And a guy told me a while ago, he's like, can you make this where they can walk around with it? And I'm like, I absolutely can. I didn't think about that. So I'm gonna make one of these that is actor driven, that they can walk around and maybe have a battery that mounts on the bottom that's hidden by some stuff hanging. Or make.
Because you said this one's electric, right? Or
this one's all electric. Those are pneumatics. So
okay.
You will have to have air pressure for those 2. This one here it's a hi-hat pot, so it's actually on a cantilever. So it actually kicks back. See how it lays back like that?
Yeah.
And then flattens out. So it's on purpose where it kicks back. It's got a clevis, which most people don't do that. This one is just the lid set. So real hard,
straight up
real
and down.
Heavy, straight up and down. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I see the angle with this one.
Yeah, and that's because I again run a music store. And it's like a hi-hat has a camber. You put a camber on it and you get a slapping sound.
Yeah.
And most people don't understand that. That slapping sound adds so much more
I mean, this one is blaring loud. I mean, that is... Yeah, it's like cymbals. I was talking to her.
A drummer came over and actually got it to do a hi-hat sizzle ride. Like,
really?
You could tell he was a drummer because he went...
I think that's like the best makeup we've seen the whole time. Spent the morning at Transworld, had an incredible time. This is actually day 2, as we went yesterday. The shotgun mic that we had, it is so loud in there, so unbelievably blaring, just all the time. The audio, I spoke with the Halloween Costumes president, founder. We had a great conversation, talked about the giant Stay Puffs, yet the audio really didn't get picked up at all. So changed the microphone. I'm hoping that maybe even with a little bit of editing, I've still got a lot of great footage and dialogue that I can include in the vlog. I feel like I'm in the Billie Jean music video. I've got like so many ideas for how to do like a Michael Jackson immersive experience. It starts with that. But we had a great morning. Probably gonna go back. We're here until Saturday afternoon. Flight leaves around 4:40, so we have a chance to go back tomorrow just to do some things. But I mean, I've got a lot of great catalogs to look at. I thought it was extremely enlightening, and maybe go back later today. I don't know, but we've got to get some food first. We could go to Ramsey's Kitchen. What would Gordon Ramsay have to say about Transworld? No, he would hate the food selection. Yeah, he would not be thrilled with the food selection at Transworld, other than the like steaming juice that I drank. That was pretty good. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to eat when you're staring at people being impaled, but it's okay.
I know, food, I really don't understand how anyone can like get food down. You just have to like exit the facility. I feel like you can go get food, leave and eat it and come back, but I can't imagine eating it around all that. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the bad part about Transworld. I feel like there's a lot of great things there that really don't get to shine because it's oversaturated by gore and just violence that I don't necessarily associate with Halloween. I think that the booths and companies who are good enough stand out despite all that. Yet I kind of wish it was a little bit more spaced out, but it's just become so popular over the years. It's such a moneymaker. It's really not going to happen. The key is to go in the morning, get the early access pass like we did when we were there around like 9:45. Got to speak with Ed Edmonds, all of them. Had great conversations, and you could also hear each other and talk. How are you?
Good. All right.
Good. Probably not a buyer or anything like that, but just enthusiast.
What questions you got?
Is the rate based off time and also quantity of drones? Is that kind of how?
It's quantity of drones.
Quantity of drones.
Yep.
Okay.
So time is pretty much built into it. Fewer drones obviously is a lower budget, like lower overall cost. But as you start to increase the number of drones, that cost per drone comes down. And then, so that can also, at some point, there's like an even out. Where it might be worth more drones, but it just depends.
All right.
Now, if you're ever looking at trying to do one, something we tell a lot of people that say, well, I don't really have the budget for it, okay?
Right.
Is sponsors.
Okay.
If you have sponsors, and let's say they want to, you can like market to them, articulate to them, hey, I can put your logo in the sky for 10, 20, 30 seconds, right, before the show, and get that visual out there, and people are videoing it.
Yep.
A lot of companies will go for that.
Yeah.
I've had a show budget go from 10,000 with 2 sponsors went to 30,000 because their logo is going to be in the sky. It's not just a, hey, we're going to put up a sign or mention you. It's, no, your logo is there in the sky.
Okay.
So that can be a big selling point sometimes if you're trying to come up with the funds and the budget to actually do something.
Yeah.
Sponsorships can be huge. So what do you do?
So I'm at Clemson right now.
Okay.
I have a YouTube channel.
Okay.
So what I want to do moving forward is eventually have my own production company. I would like to work something out with my town to where I could develop like a story and immersive experience, and kind of get started moving from, just doing it at my home to actually venues and other places like that.
And where are you based out of? Well, you said you're at Clemson.
I'm at Clemson, so near Charlotte, like 2 hours west of Charlotte in Brevard, North Carolina.
Okay.
So,
how many followers you got?
a little over 10,000.
A little over 10,000?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm trying to, it's hard because consistent uploading leads to more views, more engagement, but when you've got college, you're trying to balance everything together. And
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It's tough, but I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Here, if you don't mind, write your channel down right here.
Of course,
I kind of want to check that out at some point.
I appreciate it.
So, and take one of our business cards here, either one.
All right.
There's my card there. Thank you. That's my business card there. So, but yeah, never count it out because again, you never know what you can pull together.
Yeah.
So, you never know. That'd be that's cool though. And yeah, if you're coming with a story and stuff like that, definitely that helps a little bit because at that point you kind of can reduce some costs eventually with it. If you're coming up with storylines and doing some of that, you reduce some of that time it takes to produce the actual show. Yeah. A lot of that, you gotta understand the cost in it. A lot of people don't understand is the design. Yeah. A 200 drone show for 14 minutes will take 40 to even 80 hours because you've got motion and lighting and music and you're trying to time it perfectly, right? Mm-hmm. So some shows take less time, some shows take a lot of time, Yeah. Well, I'll definitely be checking you guys out, looking through. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Good to meet you. Thank you. It's fantastic. McLaren. I didn't even notice the antlers at first, but like the rope light on the wheels, one of the best decorations here. No question about it. Yeah. It's so cool. I wonder if they would do like a custom one where it could be like the size of, a normal city lamp, and then maybe increase the brightness to be somewhat like it normally is, and then have that effect. That's so magical.
Final day of Transworld, for us at least. Only day 3. A little sad, but I feel like for the first time, 4 days would be kind of a lot. You know, it's a very intense show, incredible stuff to see, but for our first time, I feel like we got just enough exposure to it all. Also, I wanted to address the elephant in the room. No, I am not wearing the same pair of clothes every day. I happen to have multiple of just the same exact shirt. It probably doesn't matter though, because we always have to go through the casino to get to the facility anyway.
I look cute.
You do look nice. The weather is pretty pleasant. When we first got here, the wind was insane. With it being earlier in the morning, I'd say that's why it's a little bit calmer. Could be a whole lot worse. Well, the week before I was checking the weather, it was like a high of 20 degrees here. So
A low of 2.
it was a low of 2. I'm going to consider this pretty nice. It's decent. I don't love it, but not a bad werewolf.
Yeah, they were like, you went so like, Rent, why didn't you rent? I'm like, I don't know rent. They're good. They're not bad. Like, other than like the puff, do you like any of the animatronics?
Yeah, no, I think they're great. See, I'm not into gore. Like, I just don't do it. I like scary Halloween, but blood is just something I never associated my childhood. It's never part of it.
Also, I've always kind of thought it's too freaky. Like,
Yeah.
If something's overly gory or something, like
Yeah.
I'm not too crazy. Like, I really like these here, honestly. I think they're better than
No,
most.
I mean, they've definitely, this is only wave 1 too.
Yeah.
So, like,
for wave 2 and 3, like I know some of it might just be kind of sloppy, but some of
Yeah.
them are going to be apparently new stuff still. So like, and I think there's going to be techie. So
I'm excited for it. Yeah. I'll be messaging you about it. Good to see you, man.
yeah, it's good to see you.
Thank you.
I'm going to be around here still today. If you see
Sweet.
me around.
Alrighty.
I will just.
Security breach detected. Activating lockdown sequence.
Was a boy who was a dreamer, and he flew so high and proud. In a world full of people out, he cut his young ass down. No one ever understood a single word he said, and it cast him to the wolves when he wasn't well and fed. Boys, we've got a riser in our midst. He will get the last lap, it's the last thing he did. And he used to roll around in that red dirt mud, but now he's skipping town and that riser's out for blood. Don't stop going south, 'cause they'll let you play your music real damn loud. Don't stop heading south.